All right, everybody, what's going on? Today we're out here at River City Nature Park. We're gonna be playing the Alpha course, the back course. Got one goal in mind. We're gonna be trying to play the front nine here, and we're trying to break even par. I struggle out here with the front nine more so than the back nine. So we're gonna try to see if we can come through the front nine under par. We're gonna go 2 off the first. Oh. A little shaky on the putts to start. See if we can turn that around. All right, after a shaky birdie, we'll call it, missing the second putt there on the first hole, we're on to hole 2. Hole 2 is a par 4. It's kind of a tricky one. We got to get through this initial gap. We should try to just not think about it. Really, it's just that tree on the left side, because I try to hug the left side with a forehand and let it fade out right. That way we'll have a good angle for our second shot. You know, maybe like a forehand or backhand turnover in from there, depending on how far right we actually get. So let's see. That should be pretty good. A little nose up, so it didn't get quite as far as I wanted it to, but we'll have a decent look in. All right. First shot, we're on the right side of the fairway here. Pretty decent shot. We are gonna have, I don't know, maybe 250 feet in, and it's an S line around a corner. That tree in the middle, I'm gonna try to just forehand left side of that tree, push something straight, get a little, you know, right finish at the end, and we'll have something long for birdie, but I think from here we're kind of just gonna have to go for the par. So cut the palm fronds a little bit, knock the disc straight down, so it's gonna be a little longer than we would have liked, but should be pretty routine. Pitch up, tap in for par. All right, pretty routine upshot here. I'm gonna go practice. Pretty straight, throw it high, little anhyzer, let it float in there. Try not to really mess this up too bad. Slid up there, would have liked it a little closer, but not bad. Gotta get the putting down today. That type of putting is just never gonna work. All right, hole 3, 281 feet. Basically, you wanna play dead straight down this hallway of trees. You got OB all down the left side, so that's the main thing I'm trying to avoid. There are trees on the right side, but I'd rather end up in those than OB. But going with the Champion Boss, trying to throw something flat, low, let it get a little skip to the right. Should be perfect. yeah, that'll work. Just around the right side trees, should be in the opening. All right, came up a little short of where we would have liked for sure. In interest of scores here, because on the dumb bogey on the last hole with a terrible putt, I'm just gonna float this one in there and try to tap in for par. I'm not really gonna run this. I don't want it to go flying by because it is downhill if you go left past the hole, so. And that's about the worst throw that you could throw. Let's try that again. That's what we were looking for. Okay, par. Let's head on to the next one. Okay, hole 4. It's about 210 feet. Straight through the gap here. You might be able to see that tree in the middle that's kind of got like a low bendy branch to it. It's basically dead right of that tree around this clump on the right side. I'm gonna go a little chip shot with a Tesla. I really just try to keep it low here and get that skip around to the right. Oh! Well, we hit some kind of stick or something, made the disc skip straight. It kind of like hit it and bobbled left. It's really strange, so that's gonna be a tough upshot, but we'll make it. Okay, well, after hitting this root right here and it doing a weird skip and popping us straight, we got maybe 60 feet. I'm just gonna go Toro, try to throw something high, let it float in there, a little forehand action around this tree. Perfect. Nice tap in. Even though it's for par, tap ins are what you want for sure. Hole 5, we're sitting at even par after a birdie on the first and a bogey on the second. This is a very birdieable hole. Straight up the gap, just try to throw something straight. There's like an OB Creek. Red Basket is just before the OB Creek. Generally just try to throw something slight turnover, backhand turnover, let it hit and ride down the hill a little bit, and it's an easy putt. But I mean, we'll see. Putting today's been terrible, so I'm going mid disc laps. That's in the trees. So we're gonna have to make a putt out of the trees. Might be better at that though than regular putts. Okay, we're in the woods. Not ideal. Not really where you want to be. But we're looking straight at the basket. So what more do you really want? Probably, I don't know, I'm really bad at guesstimating footage, but 30 feet. So let's sink it. Didn't go in, but that's okay because we can tap in for par. Try to really run this one. That's in the water. Oh, what a putt. Damn it. I was trying really hard not to get that in the dirt. Why'd you guys let me do that? Hole 6. It's about 200 feet dead straight. It's hugging the trees on the right side here, and that the trees on the right side is really the only danger you got to worry about. We're not going to worry about them. Why? We're just not going to go in the trees. If you don't think about the trees don't exist. Everybody knows that. So, thought space praxis. Been loving this disc. It's a great disc. It goes dead straight. So as long as we throw it dead straight, we're fine. It was not thrown dead straight. Actually, not even close. So we're in the trees. The one thing we said we weren't going to talk about, we're talking about them now because we're in. Okay, we're in the trees. This is not ideal. I don't know, I'm just gonna try to pack it out, slide it on the top towards the basket. Not really sure what else to do. Fine. Made it to hole 7. Still sitting at even par. Not bad, not bad. We've had a lot of iffy shots, even more iffy putts. But we're on to a 500-foot par 4. This one's just grip it and rip it off the tee. Get as much distance as you can. Stay left in the field. Honestly, the more left you can get, the better you have for a straight, slight hyzer shot on the second one, which is more what you want. I'm going vanish. Just gonna try to really get it out there. That is turned over in the wind. That might be on hole 8. We'll find out. We got a little lucky here. And by lucky, I mean our bad throw has been turned into an okay spot to get out. This is a gap right here back into the fairway. Our disc hit these trees, must have come straight down. I'm literally just gonna throw back out to the fairway because there's no other option. Back out. Alright, I'm not sure if you can see the basket, but it's behind this group of trees in the front of us. It's right through that little corridor. I'm just gonna go for it. Because at this point, why not? I'm gonna throw the trail, I'm gonna rip it right at it. Yeah, and I mean, we hit the trees. What'd you expect? It's a really small gap. That was even worse. Okay, at this point, after our go for it try, we're close to the basket, so I mean, it should be a pretty easy pitch in and tap in. It's gonna be for bogey. That's unfortunate, but that'll work. Okay, tap in for bogey on that hole. We got 2 holes left in this 9 holes. We're now 1 over par. Our goal was even par. Good news, we got par 4 and a par 3. Both of them very birdieable. Next hole is gonna be a little harder. It's gonna be all about placement of the tee shot, but we can get there, I believe. Okay, hole 8. It's about 320 feet. It's way up through this little S shape of trees up here. The key on this hole is just to try to get out into this field as left as possible. That really opens up a second shot over like an OB area to get at the basket. If you've been following the channel for any length of time, you'll know this tree in the middle. Me and this tree, we have a history. For some reason, it likes catching my discs. I just love playing catch with this tree. We're gonna attempt to not do that today. And in the interest of going as left as possible, I'm gonna throw this balance. This new Simon line balance came in the Gyropalooza box. It's basically a pyro. It's pretty dang overstable. So yeah, let's see what we can do. It's in the field left. I would have liked a little more distance than that. I early released it a little bit. I think I'm thinking about my tree friend here too much on this hole. But we'll have a chance at a birdie, which is really what we need. We need one birdie to get back to even par. That was the goal, even par or better. I would love to go birdie and get 1 under. Then our goal is, I mean, if we hit even par, I don't know if that was really the goal. It's trying to get under even, but we'll see. Made it to our second shot here. I would have liked to have gotten a little closer to the OB line and honestly a little farther left. This is a doable shot, but it is going to be like a full rip for me. I'm going to go destroyer just because I want to make sure we get back over the OB. Last thing I want to do here is throw OB, because then we're throwing from all the way back here. It's just not what you want. I really just got to get past this second clump of trees. So let's see what we can do. We're safe. That was a terrible throw. I'm thinking too much about going too far over the OB. I needed to push it out farther over the OB, trust it to come back. That was the whole reason we threw the destroyer, was to trust it to go that way, because we know it's going to go that way. But that's disc golf, man. You know, sometimes you're in your head too much. Today, we're in our head too much. So, okay, because of our early release, we ended up behind this cluster of trees instead of in front of it like we wanted for a reasonable putt. But easy pitch out, Toro. I'm gonna give this a decent run, because I don't think there's any reason not to. I should be able to make the putt even if this doesn't go in. So oh my God. Left side chain out. Oh, I really thought that was in. Okay, par. Let's do this. Last hole. Okay, hole 9, last hole. We need a birdie to get back to even par. It's a pretty short shot, maybe 200 feet. It is an island green. Really all we gotta do is try to make it in the island, and we should have at least a look for a not a very far putt. So let's do it. And we threw that way too low. We threw it too low. I hit the boards that make it an island green, and it dead stopped it. So that's gonna be drop zone for par. for 1 over. Hate to see it. Okay, drop zone putt. Pretty short. That's 1 over. So that's not the goal we were looking for. Good news for you is that means there's another episode coming. Bad news for me, I didn't make the line. So I guess we'll see you in the next one.